Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, I'm in my little cluttered room, except it's not so cluttered because we painted it and it's green and I love it. This video is one that it was gonna happen and then it didn't, and now it is. And I'm in a childish way glad things went the way they did because it enables me to make a video that I really wanted to make. As you may know, I obviously tend to be super late in discussing current events, and this time I got lucky because right after I thought this event had kind of lost relevance, was when it actually began to start getting interesting. I'm sure you've heard of Tomi Lahren. She's a 24-year-old. She was actually turned down for an internship at The Blaze and then was approached by Glenn Beck, to my knowledge, and hired by him after she became something of an internet sensation. She's a super pretty blonde who has less facial expression than Keanu Reeves. And she's extremely outspoken, opinionated, unapologetic, and vehemently and fiercely supported Trump all throughout the presidential election. After her appearance on The View, as I'm sure you've also heard, she was suspended from The Blaze for a week and ultimately fired after that week was up. What she got fired over exactly is being hotly debated. The majority of people seem to think that Glenn Beck fired her for her views, for her pro-choice stance, and pretty much everyone who's worked for Glenn is saying that he has never punished any of them for their different opinions. I know that Amy Holmes specifically used to be kind of like a news anchor for like the hourly news updates on The Blaze, and she's pro-abortion and has said so during broadcasts, and she worked as a news anchor at The Blaze until she decided to go somewhere else to continue her career. She's also cute, like really cute. I don't know if you're into that, Amy, but you won't ever need an abortion if it's not heterosexual. Just saying. Several of the highlights of Tommy's appearance on the show are as follows. I am someone that loves the Constitution. I am someone that is for limited government, and so I can't sit here and be a hypocrite and say I'm for limited government, but I think that the government should decide what women do with their bodies. I can sit here and say that as a Republican, you know what? I'm for limited government, so stay out of my guns and you can stay out of my body as well. Another interesting statement she made is one that was included in an AOL article on this entire debacle that is cited as being from when she was interviewed by the Daily Caller, where she said, "Abortion is not one of those issues that is most important to me. I'm not one of those pro-lifers that is so adamant about their beliefs. Socially, I'm far more moderate because I don't think it has as many implications for the average American that's just working to stay afloat right now." It was after this appearance that Tomi was banned from The Blaze for a week, which was essentially a suspension of her nightly recorded and broadcasted show. At the end of that suspension is when she was ultimately fired and her show on The Blaze was discontinued. I'm going to read one of the comments I was able to find from Glenn Beck himself on the suspension and ultimate firing of Tomi. "I wish Tomi the best. She is young and has a very long career in front of her, as does The Blaze. We stand for freedom of speech, especially the speech that we don't like. It's when you call an audience hypocritical and you seem to be flip-flopping that can hurt the audience, and it's just not a smart move." My thoughts on the matter, productive debate can't occur when the parties involved attack individuals instead of ideas. When you resort to name-calling and generalizations, you discredit yourself and sabotage your own argument. There are appropriate forums for emotion to be incorporated with fact-based debate, and many times anger and even judgment of someone's character is entirely justified. However, if you want to be kind and compassionate, if you intend to strive for moral behavior, if you are trying to convert or appeal to a differing politically oriented audience, and if you want credibility as a rational, factual thinker, you have to criticize the argument, not the person making it. While it's becoming more acceptable to blend insults and emotion-driven arguments with empirical, factual ones, these arguments are going to be polarizing and ultimately unproductive. Another tenet of integrity is consistency. Changing your political stances or excluding things that could spark disagreement in order to be liked or accepted is disingenuous and cowardly. I'm not referring to the fact that Tomi stated on The View that she's pro-choice. She had made that clear before being a guest on the show. What she never stated before the appearance was that she would be a hypocrite if she were to support the Second Amendment while being pro-life. What might be acceptable among friends or family is not when the premise of your interview or appearance is your political stances. If you call someone a liar, you've just invalidated your own argument. All human beings lie. Identify the actual lie that the person told. Likewise, if you call someone a hypocrite, you risk hurting your own credibility, honestly, more than you do theirs. All humans are hypocrites. As complex as we are mentally and as complex as our lives are, it's impossible not to be. If someone is displaying hypocrisy, identify the specific behaviors or arguments that contradict one another. How easy would it have been for Tomi to say that it's hypocritical or seems contradictory to be Republican and pro-life, as opposed to saying that I can't sit here and be a hypocrite and say I'm for limited government, but I think that the government should decide what women do with their bodies. She's not stupid. She did it to be inflammatory. Tomi showed zero integrity here, and even if you could make a case that she did, she chose to forfeit it in favor of either controversy or appealing to and sucking up to the hosts on The View. I know many people are indifferent to or despise the parties involved here and are eager to see how catastrophic this will be. But if you sincerely believe that her show was discontinued because her political view differed from her boss's, you're being kind of gullible and clearly didn't listen to what she actually said during her appearance on The View. I actually had to go back through and re-script a lot of this because I hadn't seen or read her statements in a while, and I thought that she had said that as a libertarian it's hypocritical to be pro-life. Probably because that would have actually been a valid argument. The idea that it's hypocritical to be a pro-life Republican indicates such a dazzlingly profound ignorance of American politics that it blows my mind. Not only is Tomi not that stupid, most everyone who is miscarried in the first trimester. Thank you for watching. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Productive debate can't occur when the part